Hi everyone. I just finished up a new mini that I did. I changed a little bit of things and I kind of went away from my flip up book for just a little bit. I wanted to play around and kind of get a little bit different dimensions and see what other kinds of things that I could come up with. So I made this one. It's Winter Wonderland. Again, I don't overly embellish the front. I did a little bit more with this one than I usually do. But other than that, it still has a place if you want to add like bulky flowers or whatever else. And then I did add a little bit to the spine so that when it sits on your shelf, it'll sit like that and then you can still read it. It is a hidden hinge system and I will show you how it goes. I was really happy with how this turned out. The collection that I used is the Die Cuts with a View winter stack, and then I used both the 4x6 and the winter basic 6x6 and the shimmer 12x12. Also, over the weekend, I bought a new Spellbinders. It's labels 29, and it is quickly becoming my new favorite, particularly because of the way that it frames and mats for a picture, and I'll show you that in the album. So to go ahead and get started, I have not gone in and done anything with tags. They are all plain. The only thing that I have done is I used my envelope punch board and I made them all tabs so you can see that they kind of go down. I want to get some navy blue ink that will work with one of my stamps that I have, and then I'm going to do probably some winter words, or I'll print out some and stick them on. I haven't decided just yet what I want to do with those. But anyways, so there's a lot of interaction in this album. The front I've basically kept pretty simple so you can journal and say what's going on. Little things here. This is a, oops, get off, let me have that. It is an accent piece, but you can put your photo underneath it, just like that. Again, same thing here, you can go underneath. Some of these, when I put them down, I left an opportunity to get into. Some of them I didn't. So it's just a kind of hit and miss. But this page, this one is just a simple pull, and this one is interactive. There's a magnet closure. It's underneath so it doesn't hold like extremely hard, but it's good enough that it keeps it closed. And then it opens all the way up, and like here's that interaction piece again of a photo mat in there, a little journaling spot of that. Okay, and then again this has a mat that goes there. Overlapping, but when I did the overlapping I left it so you could stick your picture back there. I haven't done any tags for this, but it is 3 slots so you can see that. Again, photo mat there. More interaction, photo mat there. Again, this one, here's another interaction that I did. This flips up, this comes out. Lots of hidden things here and there. I don't think I went behind this one. Yeah, this is solid down. But, okay, there's a tag here. This one comes in there. And then this is open so you can slip some picture in there. Again, here's that die, and I bought it halfway through and as I was doing the album, so you can kind of see it a little bit. But I love how this frames a nice little mat. It really is pretty, and I really do like that. And then this, of course, you can go not all the way because I had to glue this down because the way that the ribbon came together, I had to glue dot it in order to get the shape that I wanted. So more decorative than anything. Another mat there. Okay, these two are, again, these are also, you can stick in there. I have not made any tags for them as yet, but they are interactive, and this actually comes out, so you can take these ones out And then there's a tag there as well with some journaling behind it. Okay. And then these ones, if you really wanted to, you could stick something up underneath these. I didn't glue them all the way down. These little are from Stephanie Bernard from the Stamps of Life. She has a die club, and they have all sorts of little dies and banners and everything. And this is the banners that came with the last stamp set for Valentine's, these 3, and then I used this one and did some other extras with it. So really awesome, 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 awesome stamp club and die cut club. And then this is interactive there. You can pull that tag out there. And then this one, I just did a little open up frame there. And then I'm probably going to add some kind of a thing here that can help close this. I just haven't done it quite yet. And then the last tag there. And then this piece here flips over and you can do some journaling here. And then I think I left this one. I thought I left this one to where you could slip something, but I guess I didn't. Nope, I glued that down. Yeah, I did. I glued that down. Alright. So that's that. You can put a pocket here if you really wanted to. I haven't done anything like that. But that's pretty much the album. And like I said, there's a little bit more of embellishing that I can do. I'm going to round some of these corners and probably ink them up. But that's this album here. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I will probably do a tutorial with it later this weekend, because one of the things that I did do, and I can show you here really quickly, is this is the hidden hinge system, but I also used and I combined in a little bit of Stack the Deck. And the reason why is because I wanted these to have a full hinge. I didn't want to have a hinge and then have to cut it halfway and then only use half for this and then half for that and then have a little blank spot here. I wanted each of these pieces to have a full hinge on its own, which they do. And what I did for this is I left in between this page and this page, I left 3/4 of an inch. And then in each of these, I put a third of the way and a third of the way. So basically, and then they have like an eighth. Yeah, I think like an eighth of an inch, a little over eighth of an inch on each side to give me the room that I wanted. I like how that turned out better because it makes each of these flips their own page versus fighting on one hinge to have the space. And I definitely am happier doing it this way. And you know, it doesn't look bad. It turned out really nicely. It blended in very nicely too. So I have absolutely no complaints about that. I could have taken this part of the hinge and instead of cutting it up, gone fully over and then matched it up a little bit here, but it's 6 1/2 dozen of the other. It doesn't bother me any. It looks like a fold anyways. So I'm okay with that. And I didn't want to make a full hinge up and then cut it, because then you would have a gap here and then a gap here, and that would actually affect the structure of the whole hidden hinge adhering down to the spine. So I didn't want to mess with that. I didn't want to cut into it like that. So it's the way that I went, and like I said, I'm really happy with it. The album, when you open it up, lays very nice and flat, as you can see, you know. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you like it, and like I said, I will try and see if I can come up with a tutorial to work on it for this weekend. I'm going to try and do some changes with how I do my YouTube and how I do my tutorials. I'm going to try and do more PDFs and offer them on my Google, oh, it's not called Google Docs anymore, it's called Google Drive. And I'm probably going to start a club for them and a purchase program, but I haven't quite decided yet. So if you have some feedback on that, let me know. If you like the way that I do the PDFs that I've already done. I have another huge one in the work for my Baby Girl album, and that will be hopefully up and running shortly. So again,